Don't be a tool and use the tools. It's an intriguing title, and it could be pointed at anyone watching this video. So if you have clicked play on this, thank you. I'm going to break this down. A lot of the men that come to me, men and women, so this video angled at men, but men and women, you can take a lot from this. They come to me and they've got stresses in their life. They've got problems in their life. They've got things that aren't going how they want them to. They might have a lot of baggage or a lot of things from their past, be it relationships, be it money stuff going on, be it work stuff, be it family, whatever it is. There are things in their life that they're not happy with, and they're deciding to take a look at it and do something about it. A saying that stuck with me for many, many years. First coach said this and harped it into me, and I'm glad he did. It's like, you do what you've always done, you'll get what you've always got. It's really simple. And a lot of people out there, because they don't have the tools in their tool belt to help them navigate their day a little bit better and do things a bit differently, which generally comes from being a different person. I'll keep this video short. I don't want to dive too much into that, but they tend to, when something comes up, they go, oh, I'm going to do something different, but it's still coming from the same programming. It's still coming from the same belief system. Nothing has changed on the unconscious level, and they wonder why the results don't vary or don't change. An easy example to give of this is people, when they want to improve their health, they'll change a behavior and it'll give them a short-term result, which is great, but they're still doing all the other things in alignment with beliefs. There's no emotion that's moved. Nothing's really shifted, and they wonder why they say can't hit their health goal. They might change the food they're eating, but they don't work on the emotional side of it. It might help a little bit, but long term, it's not sustainable. Something else will come in. Another thing that a lot of people come to me, they actually do have some tools to manage their day better already, but they're unhealthy ones. They're not ones that serve them. And they're generally ones that do meet a need, and they probably have for a long time. And a lot of people I do work with, especially men, have come off addictions to alcohol, drugs, other things, work. That used to be me, a big time. All of them three used to be me. Smoking cigarettes. And that is generally what they will go to, either consciously or unconsciously, to feel calm, to deal with anxiety, again, to deal with stress, to deal with situations, vulnerability, overwhelm, because it does work with the parasympathetic nervous system to give some sort of sense of calmness. But that is not a way to really create long-lasting change. Again, it's not healthy long-term, and a lot of the people that come to me have realized this, and they want to change it, and they wonder why changing certain behaviors. They might have tried to give up certain elements of this, but they haven't replaced it with a tool that actually helps work with the unconscious, the body, and the behavior. Really, really important. It does come back to identity, the being. That's the deeper work. But the point of this video was, it's like, if you understood having a set of tools in your tool belt, when a scenario is presented to you across your day, and we get these all the time, have a think about it. How many interactions do you have in your day with humans? Or how many times are you doing something? You're taking an action, all the way from getting up in the morning to starting your car, to driving on the road, to wherever you're going. It's thousands, if not millions a day. It's a lot. It's a lot. So we're always presented with things where we could probably navigate a little bit better, or we could feel a bit better, or our results could be better. So having these tools is important. And a couple of the tools that I love talking about: how you start your day is how you run your day. Getting up in the morning and being intentional, having an intention. I love sharing this with clients who are new to this work. An simple intention could be, I intend to show up as the very best version of myself. Now, 9 out of 10 times early on, you're probably not going to meet that intention, but at least you're bringing conscious awareness to it. That does help you across the day when something is presented to you. For example, you're driving down the road and someone cuts in front of you on the lane, and you're like, fuck you, or whatever you do, just a little bit. It doesn't have to be intense or anything, but you feel the trigger. How dare you? And you go to project it, but in your mind already you're like, oh, because you set an intention this morning, just for that split second, you're reminded of that intention. And that has the potential to have you go, okay, that happened, that car did that. It's not going to change anything by me yelling at the dude in the car who can't hear shit. Me working myself up for no real reason. And there's other stuff going on there for you to be so easily triggered. But having that tool in your tool belt to go, I set an intention, I got up in the morning and I was present with myself, that is going to help you better navigate the day. That energy is not going to consume you. It's going to help you move on to the next task a bit easier. So you're not always like, fuck that dude at 7 o'clock in the morning who cut me off at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. You don't want to carry that energy all day. And not only does it drain you, it impacts your health, your mental well-being. Especially now, if you're taking that little scenario home to the wife or the kids. Again, thousands of interactions that we have per day. Imagine having tools, simple tools in your tool belt to use for that. Another tool, I mentioned how I start my day as how I run my day. When I have a practice, I'll get into my body, I'll move my body, I'll be intentional about that. I'll do some yoga and some qigong, which I've learned over many, many years of doing it every morning. Might sound a bit monotonous for some of you, but this is how it becomes a practice of mine. It's a ritual for me to start the day. A ritual is a routine with intention. So in that, yoga, some qigong. Again, I'll have the video out to learn something. I'll invest in courses and mentors to teach me. I'll go to classes and I continue to do so. Now, I know a lot of this now and I practice and teach a lot of it, but for me, I need to go deeper. I need to be able to feel what's going on in my body and allow that energy to move. So I'll finish my practice non-negotiable with breathwork. Now, I'm a breathwork practitioner, a facilitator. I teach that as well, but it is my number one tool because there is so many different techniques. It can be really simple to learn that I can go to in my tool belt. So it's not the whole hour session or whatever that I need in my tool belt if something comes up today. But if someone says something and I don't like it and it brings up a trigger, I'll be able to catch that, my intention. Okay, breathe. Now, most people are conditioned to breathe in the top half of their lungs, in the fight or flight. Or they'll breathe through their mouth, activating the sympathetic nervous system. Instead of calm breathing through the nose, one of the most simple techniques is box breathing. Breathe in through your nose for 4. You trace the edge of a box. Hold it in for 4. Breathe out, counting to 4. And breathe into 4. That simple technique has helped me navigate so many situations better in the last 7 or 8 years. So simple. Now, of course, you can take it a lot deeper for releasing emotion and working with trauma and all these sorts of things. But that simple one just help you navigate the day better. Again, if you can release stuff on the go or feel through stuff on the go, I promise you, you're going to be more energized. You're going to be happier. You're going to get better results on a day-to-day basis. And then compounding over time, really important. Another tool which is important, how you finish your day. For me, there's some expression. I'm super blessed to have an amazing queen who not only is a therapist and coach herself, but someone who I can just express without needing feedback or anything. For those of you who know human design, I'm a projector. I just need to unpack things. And when I hear myself speak with someone just holding space, generally I can have the breakthrough or the aha or the understanding. So I've got an amazing queen, and I know she'll probably give me a clip on the ear for calling her a tool, but she's an amazing tool to have in my tool belt. Now, for a lot of people out there, especially for clients and people who come to me, and if they don't have that type of relationship, and they might find it hard to express themselves in general. Then they mightn't be able to. All they've been able to express in the past is maybe to family members or friends who are just going to tell them what they think they need to hear, so they suppress it or avoid it, where there's no actual solution. So that's a really powerful tool. And again, coaches, therapists, ones that are aligned, ones that actually give you tools to use. And that is one of the biggest questions I get asked. Not, well, what do you do? But when it goes deeper, like, well, what happens in the coaching? What do you do in the coaching? Now, for many, many years, I've always been told to sell the result. So sell the result. Social proof is important. It's really important. What clients have got out of it. seeing it from here, the transformation. But what I find really, really powerful is being able to say, well, here's some of the tools that I will teach you that you need to embody. So you need to practice over time that are going to help you. You're going to go away with these tools. You're not here just to come for talk therapy and sessions. Yes, there's some unconscious magic that we can do with the modalities that I'm trained and certified and practicing, but it's the tools that the clients take away back into their life that make all the difference. You can go to an event and you can immerse yourself in that. But if you don't do any of the work or don't take any tools away from that you can apply in your life, 3 months down the track, a month down the track, a week down the track, if you haven't embodied that event is basically just been an event. You felt better for a short amount of time. Then you're going back to your normal way. Do what you've always done. You get what you've always got. So if you can bring some more tools into this personal growth tool belt, it is going to help you so much. It is going to help you so much. And I haven't even touched on how important these tools are when it comes to implementing a plan or a strategy in alignment with accomplishing, achieving whatever goals you have in life. That can take you down a whole other rabbit hole. And there are a plethora of tools that you can learn and embody. So I just wanted to put this video out here. I've mentioned a small amount of the tools I use across my day. My clients would know I use these tools to trip up the old hamster. The old hamster being our past former self with the bad behaviors, the habits, the unconscious beliefs that are limiting, the trauma, these sorts of things. But again, I just wanted to put this video out there and little bit of a call to action. If there's anything I've mentioned here that you're like, yeah, I really would like to navigate my day better. I do have big goals and dreams, but I keep falling short. I started the year off really on fire, but after a couple of weeks, I've run out of energy, I've run out of path, and I've realized certain elements are creeping in that don't serve me. And if there's anything else in this video that talks to you, please reach out today. Please reach out. I've made some space, especially for teaching the tools. Going forward, I have some amazing packages that are suited for both men and women, predominantly men. I've got my primal packages that I haven't actually launched and released yet. A lot of the work I do with men is primal, unleashing that inner wild, the wild man, working with the emotions and that. Please reach out straight away because these places will fill really, really fast. Again, I've opened up a couple, extremely busy doing what I love, good busy too. But again, much love, and I hope this added value to your day.